Hi everybody, so just a little humble update. I received the Super Famicom from Japan. Also received an adapter from Triad and quite a few games. Of course, those will be in Japanese. Some of them I can play, some of them I can't play. Nonetheless, I also ordered an adapter. I'm going to show you which one in a moment, which allows you to play the SNES games. So it's actually work two ways. So I can play on SNES the Super Famicom, and for Famicom I can play SNES. This is, by the way, a specific model of the cable. It was recommended by the community. The other, by the way, stands for reverse, which is most modern electronics are kind of center positive. So the Super Famicom is a center negative. So this one is natively center negative. So it matches the console's polarity perfectly without the needing of any adapter cable. So I got it from Japan, from users. It didn't have lots of reviews or anything like that, but we're all positive and shared images of everything, even screenshots from the game to show they're actually working, and also an open console. You can see the board inside, what you actually get. So it looks really good. There was, of course, some risk when you order something online and from abroad. Even if you just ship it, something can happen, but it actually worked very well. And also I was in Japan for several months, like 7 months in total, and I remember how they treat electronics with care. Once I had a problem with my laptop, they actually sent me an email opening it and showed me the situation and explaining. I was just shocked. So I feel more optimistic that I'm going to get something that actually was taken care of. Also got this adapter that I mentioned. It's 3D printed and actually got good reviews. So it can convert from both sides, from again SNES for Super Famicom and vice versa. The funny thing is you could get a Famicom for this price. Of course, it depends on the model. And aside from it, there are different bundles. This one actually, I kind of Google things to see what's actually games are better with a bundle, and this was actually better in terms of the games that are available. Some of them, of course, I can play without even knowing Japanese, but at the same time, it would be interesting to try this as well, just saying. So basically, I'm open to everything. Of course, I'm going to order most of the game from, the North American ones, so I can play it in English, and with 2 controllers, and basically that's the package. So yeah, I'm just purchasing stuff. Of course, the most important for me is to game. That's the most important thing. Although I really love hardware and stuff, and I need to know about it and try to, again, optimize my experience. But at the end of the day, I want the more kind of closer to the pure experience. I don't want to use emulations or anything. I just want to feel the time. After that, of course, I'm going to add more things, and some things like, for example, like I mentioned RetroTink 4K and all that and all this stuff. But again, I'm not going to buy everything straight away. I'm going to give it a time experiencing, and then I see what actually I prefer buying. This is because this is very personal thing. Most of the time with just gaming, of course, before they're just some modern games. There were so many amazing games, but at the same time, I was kind of got fatigued from all the current state of modern games with all these the battle passes, the microtransaction, the remasters and remakes, the early accesses that so many times don't even deliver. And by the time you get to say one amazing game, there aren't lots of them. Sometimes you're lucky, like 2025 was actually an amazing year. And I'm still disappointed with Nintendo Switch 2. I actually haven't bought it yet. I'm just waiting for Animal Crossing New Horizons, but the launch, again, depends on the games you have to play. I didn't want to play the game that are actually released. They weren't actually tied to my interest. But of course, it doesn't come instead of anything. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stop playing modern games. It's just something also that I have kind of a filler. And depends if I'm gonna. There's so many amazing games that don't need to wait to be released. But this is one of the best things. I can just research, see recommendation, give it a try. It's just great that you have such a huge library of games you can just play. And of course, as I mentioned, this game didn't have all this crap that we have right now in modern video games. So back then, there weren't those amazing visuals that you put some emphasis on in modern games and all these cuts and everything. It was just pure. The games needs to be fun, otherwise they just wouldn't exist. And I have to be honest with you, when I first jumped into games that I played before, not all of them I enjoyed in modern games. Not all of them survive as just retain their fun, at least for me. But some of them are amazing. Now, I grew on the Sega Master System. This was my main console back then. And of course, I wanted to experience as it was. I wanted the physical console, so that's why I bought it. But after that, I was playing mainly on the PC. I also had Commodore 64, and my neighbor had Amiga and Spectrum, but NES wasn't a thing. So basically, I missed so many games. Many of the games that I play, by the way, are actually direct, something called clone or competitor to those amazing games that were released on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Thus, the purchase. So I decided to give it a go and give it a go from the, again, of course, this is not the American version, the Japanese version. So why I'm not starting playing it? Well, one thing is actually missing here, and that's my SCART cable, which is coming because my Sony Trinitron has a SCART and I can't really connect composite. I mean, I can, but because it's PAL and composite, so I get black and white image. So this one also fits the Super Famicom, and it works with both PAL and NTSC versions. It's shielded and highly, again, one of the highly recommended cables out there. So you can see, pack a punch, protect against external magnetic, against crosstalk, and so on. Stereo sound. The only thing I'm missing, by the way, is a SCART breaker. However, a few minutes ago, I actually ordered a SCART switcher, which also has 3.5 audio output, so I can connect it to external stereo speakers. And it will take, of course, a bit until I get it. I actually ordered something cheap from AliExpress, but I don't count it will actually work. I'm just going to give it a try anyway. Anyway, I needed a switcher, so it's already built in, and from Retro Games Cables .co.uk that again never disappoint me, so I'm still continue buying from them. I know there are other options from AliExpress, G-SCART SW, and so on, but I made my mind, I'm gonna buy from them. They never disappointed me. No worries, I'm not affiliated with them, I'm just happy with the purchases. Yeah, so this is for now. After that I will consider, you know, OLED and also the RetroTink 4K if I want to compare and all this stuff and get more deeper, but step by step, because I will want to see how actually things fits my need and the way I do it. Just again, the most important thing is just playing, right? Gaming. And as I go, I'm gonna see what I want. If I want something better, I'm gonna buy it. But I really want also to enjoy the moment rather than just overflow myself with so much hardware and everything that I'm just gonna get lost. So I prefer just kind of going it a bit step by step. So of course, if there are updates, I'm gonna share with you. And yeah, it's gonna be an exciting journey. So if you want to join me, make sure to subscribe. And I really appreciate it a lot if you do. And I'm gonna see you soon with more videos. As I learn, as I go, as I discover things, I'm gonna share on my channel. Thanks for watching.